There's an accident on the freeway that has your body in just 12 days. Transformation.
It's zero effort. Just call now and they'll ship you our ambulance.
That's right. 2 massive explosions just west of that park. Well, guess what? Also raises the levels of which in turn not only levels of
There are 3 suspects now wanted. No one seems to have predicted this, so it's hard to know where it's heading. Chances are that in the motor of that
It's time to take back control of your mind so that you can take back your life. What controls your attention controls your life.
For an ambitious entrepreneur, this is your time of greatest opportunity.
The national economy, what's going on in world affairs, does not have to become your personal reality. Let others lead small lives, but not you. Have it be said of you that you did the best you could with what you had. Now is the time to do something different. No matter what your past has been, you have a spotless future. I'm telling you, the beliefs that you have about your potential, the beliefs of what you can and can't do, what you're good at and not good at, are made up.
My challenge to you is this: make now your turning point. This moment, what you have accomplished so far, is only a fraction of what's truly possible for you. You are far more powerful, capable, and gifted than you allow yourself to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, publisher of Success Magazine, Darren Hardy.
Selling, communicating, persuading, influencing, what you feel about entrepreneurship are all encoded in your belief system. Some of you will struggle with the idea of being in sales or selling or communicating or persuading or leading, or because of this embedded belief system. This is what we need to break those bonds, break you free from those prison bars if you are going to flourish in an environment like this. How you feel about yourself is nothing but a conditioned and evolved belief system. When you look in the mirror, when you put on clothes, all that is informed by your belief system about yourself. As Voltaire put it, every man and woman is a creature of the age in which he or she lives in. Very few are able to raise themselves above the ideas of the times. Very few people are able to raise themselves above the belief system that was encoded and installed on their system very early in life. But that stops today. Today we can change that. We can change that progression. Each one of you has ridiculous inhibitions and fears. I mean, insane, ludicrous, like picking up a phone. Are you kidding me? Fearing that is ridiculous. I mean, it's not even sane. It's a phone. It's not going to attack you. You are under no dire personal threat at all whatsoever. Here's another one, standing here in front of all of you. Do you realize that this is what people fear the most? They fear public speaking more than they fear death itself. Which means if you go to a funeral, people would rather be in the box than giving the eulogy. It is irrational. Why? Look at you people. Beautiful, warm, loving people. You're there just trying to support me. You're like, man, I hope he does great. You're doing great. Come on, you're awesome. I'll clap for you. How could I be afraid of this? To be afraid of this is ridiculous. Why then are we afraid? Here's why. Over ancient times, you have developed these beliefs that have been passed through. The brain is always looking to protect itself. Well, once upon a time, there was real threat in the world. And if you passed a cave, there might be a mountain lion in there that would maul you and kill you. And you heard once, through one of your ancestors, that Be careful when you walk past a cave, because there might be a mountain lion in there, and cousin Willy Wonka was mauled by a mountain lion. And so now every time you go by a cave, you're like, oh, fear. But now, we're in an urban, modern society. We still equate everything that we fear with like this cave syndrome, even though we are under no personal threat whatsoever. These beliefs that you've accumulated over time become your identity, which is also another reason why you defend them so vigorously. And you become so defensive when people threaten your belief systems. It's become a mask. And a lot of times, you don't even know where these beliefs came from, why you hold them to be true, and even who you are. You have gotten lost in this installed belief system. And your identity can either be, I am worthy, I am confident, I am powerful, I am loved. Or it could be, I am worthless, I am incompetent, I am powerless, I am scorned. And if anybody tries to tell you otherwise, you will defend it vigorously, regardless of which identity has developed over time. Then your prism becomes your prison, and it holds you back from all the love, joy, happiness, and potential. Your real potential, your God-given potential, the thing that was a gift that was installed inside of you, has been in lockdown since age 3 or 4 and held down. Why, if you know you're supposed to make better choices, why do you keep making bad choices? Why? What is compelling you? You know, I'm not supposed to eat this. Why do you still eat it? You know I'm supposed to make calls. Why do you still not make calls? What is behind your inability to make the right choices? And so, digging deeper into this, I feel like I have split the atom. Do you remember when they thought that the smallest life form on the planet was an atom? And then one day somebody broke and split the atom, and then there were these things beneath it. There were quarks, and then there's pure energy. It was this massive discovery, because we thought that this was the beginning of all life, but then beneath it, there was something more. Well, what I'm suggesting to you today is I think I broke the atom. I thought choices was the smallest place in which we begin to change the trajectory of our lives. But seeing people get tremendous results and other people not getting tremendous results, I realized we needed to split it even further. And behind choices are your beliefs. Take a goal. What's your goal? Get to Diamond Director, become a Platinum, reach SVP, whatever it is. Become an amazing husband. Raise fantastically self-confident children. Whatever your goal is. Right, what 5 beliefs do I need to hold to be true to accomplish that goal? And then write down, what 5 beliefs do I need to eliminate? And it could be, that I'm not a good salesperson, or, this is a bad industry, or people don't follow through, people continue to disappoint. What are the beliefs that you've got to uproot from your life if you're going to actually inform this process of choice, behavior, habit, and time? You have to decide. You have to draw a hard line in the sand. You can't mamby-pamby this. You are fighting 10, 20, 30, 40 years of installed subconscious belief systems. The line has to be hard. That's it. Never again. I will not have this belief about myself, about other people, about what I'm capable of, what I'm not capable of. It has to be a hard line. You have to take full responsibility. It won't happen again. That's it. Absolute resolve. I see adversities as an advantage. It was a line that I drew in the sand. I never look back at my past as woe is me, or, oh, I've got wounds that I need to heal from. I always see my past as muscles that have been developed, not wounds that need to heal from. And as I mentioned to you, my mentor Jim Rohn said, most people go around in life with like a billy club. And their past is like this billy club, and they just keep beating themselves over the head with it. Instead, look at your past as a training ground of opportunity to develop the muscles, to have the strength of character, to have the conviction, to do extraordinary things that ordinary people can't do. So that's what I want you to do. I don't care how you got your belief systems, who did what to you, what happened in your childhood, divorce, breakup, estranged relationships, none of that. Draw a line in the sand and say, that's it. No more. It does not have ownership on me ever again. I make all my own choices from this point forward. Your mind has one job and one job only. What is it? Keep you alive. Survival. That's the only thing that it pays attention to, survival. And so when something is a potential threat, risk, or danger, it lights up like a Christmas tree. It has its full attention. So when you're driving to work, listen to all those wars, murders, and corrupt policies and economic collapse on the radio as you go to work, your mind lights up like a Christmas tree. And it munches on that stuff all day long. And it's reinforcing all these crazy beliefs that have been installed one way or another in your life. And no wonder you can't see something positive. You can't have something done that creates a positive outcome. Because you keep flooding your mind with all this crazy crap. See, what happens is media takes the 6 most heinous, nasty, perverted things that happen in the world. And they parade it morning, noon, and night. Meanwhile, in the same world, millions of beautiful, wonderful, amazing, miraculous things happen that same day. But you hear nothing about it because it's the sunset on the freeway versus the car wreck. The car wreck gets your attention, sunset does not. Let's just take the 6 car wrecks and put them on news morning, noon, and night. And now you end up believing that that's the world. No, you're looking at the world like this. And that keyhole is perverted. Meanwhile, it's an amazing world outside of that if you just turn off the perversion of news media. Do not open your head up to the crazy agenda that sensational news media has to garner your attention. Don't give it your mind. You can end all wars, all crimes, all scandals, all gossip, all international conflict. You can end it. You can end it in your world. You can end it in the flick of a button. Turn it off. It is not helping you. And then you don't have to, go looking for negative. It'll come at your doorstep. But you do have to go looking for positive. And you do have to proactively go and flush and flush and flush and flush and flush over and over and over again. You must protect yourself from the associations around you. If you listen to the chickens around you, you will live as a chicken and you will die as a chicken. Inside of you is your greater potential. It's buried in there. It might have been suppressed in there for so long with constraints that you didn't vote on. But inside of you is extraordinary greatness. I mean, greatness so grand that it might even be frightening to you right now. But it's there. And sometimes all it takes to unleash it is one person telling you that you are worthy, that you are capable, that you can do this. And trust me, if you're in this room, you are meant to be here today. You are meant to hear these words. This message is for you. So I want today to be the day, and I want to be the person to tell you, you are worthy. You are capable. You can do this. You will prevail. I believe in you. Thank you all very much. Thank you.